All right, all right. Hey, man, y'all, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Every Wednesday at 8:30, y'all. So y'all go over there to YouTube, man, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But tonight, man, and it's a great topic because it's very necessary because a lot of times we go through life not checking our mental health. Our mental health. We don't check our mental health because we've been living in trauma times for so long that we feel like toxicity is normal. We feel like these bipolar is, oh, that's just normal. They just bipolar. Sham Burger. But all actuality, man, mental health is really important. You should check your mental state of being every year, twice a year if need be, because sometimes we get caught up in those stressors that catch us off guard. The financial issues, the breakups, the workplace, everything, man. You get stressed out behind a lot of things. Mental health is very important, young lady. Yes. And then, so that's what we're talking about tonight, y'all. We're going to have a topic about mental health. We're going to be talking about stress a little bit, talk about PTSD, bipolarism, all the things that really, is contributed to our part of mental health. We as Black people, we go through these certain things. We just seem like we have our own categorized mental health. We mentally unstable on a lot of things, but man, we're going to try to do our due diligence and give y'all some justice tonight about some things that they can help y'all at the end of a hard day's work, man. Tonight, man, we got me in pressure tonight because Mr. Michael is driving in this bad weather, trying to get them loads off of that highway, man. That's a stressor right there. Driving in bad weather with 18 wheels, boy. I tell you, a lot of people get caught up with them jackknives and all of that, man. But Mr. Pressure, what's going on, my brother?
Man, a lot of pressure because I'm dealing with snow right now. But yeah, when it comes to like mental health, I feel it's important, it's important in every community, but especially in the Black community, because, we tend to normalize those things where it's like, oh, okay. And like you said, yeah, they look at, they'll look at a toxic relationship and laugh. At the same time,
Right.
like you have no idea, like these people, you don't know what they're thinking, right? So I mean, a lot of them, they let it build up. A lot of them, they're not strong enough, and they end up, offing themselves behind that kind of stuff. What people fail to realize is that, somebody commits suicide, they think they're solving the issue, and it's like, no, because now your family and your friends, they're the ones that's suffering with it. Say, for instance, you're only child, you're in a relationship or life or a job, get to you or whatever. You go ahead and off yourself, and now your mom is alone. Who's to know what she's thinking? You're leaving your kids behind. They had it was a rapper, I forgot his name, but his girlfriend just committed suicide. She wrote him a long letter. She jumped off a bridge, all behind mental health. Like, he said, he wished she would have told him about it. But when she did try to tell him about it, he thought it was like a joke. Like, oh, man, I'm nothing without you. I'm going to kill myself. And took it as a joke. People don't joke like that. I'm not going to joke and be like, oh, man, you leave me, I'm going to burn your house down. And there's some, how they say there's some truth in every joke. Same thing when it comes to mental health.
Yeah.
It's real important.
And that's so true, man. And it's different types, but a lot of people don't really know how to differentiate the different type of stressors, the different types of mental health. We have to really start doing our homework, man, and quit trying to be the latest trend and doing all the trend stuff, and start doing our homework on our bodies, man, and find out what causes this and what causes that, so that we can have a productive family, man. We can have a unit again, to where we can grow, man, because we staying stagnant so long to where we feel like this is where we're supposed to be. And it's like, that's not true, man. We're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be in a place of stagnation. We're not supposed to be in a place where we're not growing as a community.
You're right.
We grow in a community of the latest fad and the latest fashion. We got on the latest clothes, but we're not growing in a community of like-mindedness, of being aware of our mindset, of our mental state, rather. And tonight, man, I was looking up some mental health issues, but I kept coming across these different stressors.
Mm-hmm.
And as you have the acute stress and you have chronic stress, we have PTSD as far as the one of the most severe stressors that we have. But acute stress, it leads to chronic stress.
Mm-hmm.
So you keep having these sporadic stressors coming throughout the day. Oh, traffic, road rage, that's a stressor. Then you have somebody, at work, they're a coworker that you just can't get rid of who won't stop talking. You're like, hey man, come on now. That's a stressor, and your blood level is going up and down, and you just trying to figure out throughout the day, how do I just stay at a moderate tone?
Yeah.
But we have to start figuring that out, and that goes back to self-development. So that's what this platform is based off of, self-development, so that hopefully we can touch somebody in a way that they can understand that self-development is way more important than just 2 words, But yeah, man, that stress is something else. It's like y'all going through it down there in Louisiana. Y'all haven't had snow in 15 years.
Yeah, right.
A lot of people are stressing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people are stressing down there, man. They don't know what to do, how to do it.
Because the fact that they telling us to stay off the roads and we can't drive because of the snow, because of the ice. They shutting down bridges, the interstate. That's stressful on in itself, to have 2 capable vehicles, and I can't go nowhere because it's snowing.
Because they don't even have the manpower.
Right.
Yeah.
So
to clear the road.
Yeah, because they don't have salt trucks out here. They don't have snow trucks and everything like they have, back up north. Like out here, man. Now somebody about to get the F-150, put like some boards in the front of it, and push that snow out the way. Like, man. I mean, it's called acute stress, but trust me, ain't shit cute about it. Like, bro, I can only walk through the subdivision and go look at the lake so many times. Like, I'm going driving tomorrow.
Yeah. You got to go somewhere. But see, that goes back to the pandemic with a lot of that situation in this snowed up, in this, everybody's getting, I ain't bragging, but man, we down here in 60, 70 degree weather in daytime. At nighttime, it get down to 55. But hey, if as soon as we get a little bit of rain down here, boy, they start crashing and burning. They don't know what to do. So, I totally get what y'all going through. Me growing up in the Midwest, I done seen it. And, I'm more or less like, I had to learn how to deal with a lot of stressful situations because of what I was growing through rather, back in about 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I had to have back surgery. I had found out I had multiple myeloma cancer. I was just living in a bad and poor environment, man. I was living in a rooming house, and it was stressful because I'm staying with 7 other people who don't get nothing but checks every month, and they don't do nothing but drink and get high. And I'm trying to achieve something, and it's like, say, man, how can you achieve anything in this environment? So I used to go in my room, close the door, put my headphones on, and just read books and listen to, do my homework. That's when I was going through health and life coaching class. And it was so stressful, man, just to come outside, man. Walking out that door, it was a big old stress factor because all these boys want to do is drink and smoke and party and do drugs, And you trying to achieve something, and your whole environment is just stuck in a 1985 or 1975 disco party.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So I definitely have had my fair share of very stressful events, man. And I just pray that anybody, man, that's really having some real issues with stress, man, y'all take your time out to do some yoga exercise or something. But yeah, brother, that's something else, man. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I'm glad you was able to come out through that, cause man, I don't know. Like all they doing is like you
Mhm.
trying to better yourself, and you work and you doing this, and they just getting a check and drinking, like just focusing on where their next high gonna come from. It's like, because a lot of people wouldn't even make it
Yeah.
out of that situation because they'll fall back victim to, you know,
Right.
this.
Right.
So I'm like, man,
Right. Right. Yeah. And but the thing was though, brother, I had came so far, you know what I'm saying? I had seen all of that a million times to where it was like I can't see myself back to where these dudes who don't even want to do nothing. And then the females that I was dealing with, they were cool females. You know, they was about progress. They was about buying them houses and stuff like that, but they wasn't about growth. They was about money. And it's a lot of people don't realize stress, you're stressed behind that money before you stress behind becoming a better person.
right,
You know, you got so many women who say, "Hey, give me the bag, the bag, the bag," and it's like, but what kind of person are you becoming with that bag? Who
yeah,
are you with the bag? Because I've seen a lot of toxic people. I've seen a lot of a lazy bum. I mean, not lazy bums, but I've seen a lot of people, not just females, but I've seen a lot of rich dudes who really was lames. I've seen a lot of rich females who really didn't know how to take care of a man, period. You know what I'm saying? So we stress when things ain't really going our way, we stress behind some things that, you know, that we should really be starting to focus on as a community, as people. You know, start to find out what that man like. I seen I don't mean to cut, but I seen this one dude say, man, you should find you a person that you really like and go through 100 things with that one person instead of going through one thing with 100 people.
right.
That was deep.
That is
Because
deep.
you have so many, oh, he didn't have this and he didn't have that. I can't mess with him. And it's like, now you finna go to another dude who got that, or you finna go to another dude who you think got that. And then he gonna be the same way because you're not healed inside. You're not healing you in order to attract something that reminds you of resemble of what you need to become.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know?
my toxic trait would be what exactly what you just said, but I'd rather see you unhappy with me than happy with someone else. So
Damn.
it's like,
Damn.
yeah,
Now I'm gonna let you go, man. If you unhappy over here, man, I'm gonna let that. You gotta get out of the
that's what
way,
I'm
man, because
saying.
you is not finna stress me out.
Oh yeah, people just waking up being stressed in a relationship every day. Like, I can't go nowhere. Yes, you can. Just leave.
Right, right,
Leave while she sleep.
right,
Like,
right.
listen.
You know, and the thing is, I think they don't want to be the victim of or the bad guy, not the victim, but they don't want to be looked upon as the bad guy. You
Yeah,
know, I'm staying here because I feel like he can help me. You know, I just need to help him. Or some people trauma bond, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Some people get together just because of the traumas that they done went through.
Mhm.
And that's stressful in its own right. Because after y'all done spoke about all the bad things about the last person you was with, after you done spoke about all the bad information, what do you have? How do you build from that? Or do you build from that? Or do you remain toxic in that?
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of stressors, man, that we encounter day to day that a lot of us don't even pay attention to because like we say, it's so toxic, it's so normal. We normalize it.
Mhm.
And then you caramelize it. So when you know when you put the caramel on top of the normal, it
Mhm.
hardens up.
You're right. Like,
Yeah.
two people in a relationship, and say, for instance, the guy and the woman both come from like an adopted family, and
Yeah.
they get married. I mean, yeah, they can go and adopt, or they can just go ahead because he know what it feel like to come from a foster home. So does she. So y'all can either go and adopt a kid, or y'all can go ahead and break that cycle, and go ahead and have y'all own kid, stay together, and just let's start this thing off right.
Right. And that's the main thing that we should try to do anyway. You know, if we both had some hard times like me, if you talking too much about what you already been through, it's like, hold up, man, what you gonna do to fix that?
Yeah,
How do you fix that? Instead of continuously reminding yourself of how he did you bad or how
Mhm.
she did you bad. What's up, brother Michael? Yeah, man, we doing what we can. But yeah, we want you to I mean we that's how I think about, that's how I face everything that's new to me.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say a couple of bad things about your ex, it's like, okay, check this out. Let me see how long you finna do that. Because either you still want to be there or you need to go into a corner and heal before you start talking to people again, before you get into trying to get into relationships.
Right.
And don't be in nothing lustful in your life just because you ain't had sex. Oh man, it's time to. Oh, that was good. Let me hook up with him. Now you back into some more mental fuckery
Yeah.
in real time. That's stressful in his own self because that man is not doing what you really want him to do. That man ain't being the man that you really want him to be.
Mhm.
Because people don't realize stress is something that will kill you, man.
Oh,
Stress
absolutely.
will have you around here pulling out your hair thinning, you got diabetes, you got high blood pressure. You're trying to figure out, damn, how did I get all of this? Because you can't get your mind out of the past events that had already happened. A lot of us, on some real talk, bro, a lot of us got PTSD and don't even know it. And we ain't even been in
Nah,
a war.
yeah. Now that you mention it, because I mean, not even a physical war, but like a war mentally. Cause like you you
Yeah.
go to war in your household. You wonder why you stretching,
Right.
you getting wrinkles, your hair falling out, you going gray faster than normal, and you waking up your body hurting shit. Like, but look at your situation. But
Right.
then it's like,
Right.
it's almost like stepping outside. All right. So long story short, like in a past relationship I was in, I already knew it was toxic because she was from the hood. And I was going through like, I want to fuck hood chicks. And like I already knew the type of day I was gonna have because I'm like, man, I already know her background, eh, whatever. But it's
Yeah.
like, then I ended up getting away from it for a little while because I had to go out of state for a while. And it's like I woke up fresh, like with a fresh mindset every day. I mean, going jogging,
Hmm.
drinking coffee, and this is all while I'm away from her. But it's like I just had to
Right.
realize, like, it was a toxic relationship I was in, but I didn't realize the severity of it until like I stepped out. But it's like, when I went back home, I was like, yo, I gotta go. Because
Right.
I just couldn't
Right.
do it anymore. Because I mean, I just got tired of, I know how every day is gonna be. We're gonna wake up to this
Yeah.
argument and we're
Yeah.
gonna go to bed to that argument. So,
Man, it's
what
it's
else,
it's a
Nancy?
it's a crazy world out here that we live in that we really don't pay attention to the things that we really need to pay attention to.
Yeah,
It's like, say, man, if you got somebody always blaming you, that don't mean that you have to stay in that situation, man.
right,
If you're always to blame, that person is not taking accountability for no parts of anything. That's
right.
stressful in its own right.
Yeah,
If you're never right about nothing, you always at fault, man, it's time for you to leave.
mhm,
It's time for you to get away. Because if you try to bring it to their attention, like, hey, man, why am I always at fault? You don't take accountability for nothing you do? Nah, I ain't, it ain't me. I ain't did nothing but this. Why are you so aggravated? Why are you so hyped on being mad? What are
right.
you mad about? Cause motherfucker trying to tell me something that ain't that. Like, no, man, check it out. If you can't listen to me talking to you calmly, how do you feel like I should be listening to you, period, man?
Yeah,
Because I'm speaking in a calm manner. And you going off like I done just stole your last $5.
yeah,
So we got to remember this stress thing goes way past some, you know, just a regular, crazy drivers, but it goes into the people that we hang around every day, man.
mhm,
And we don't even realize they stressing us out. We don't even realize we being stressed out because we're not able to have that open conversation without the back and forth bickering,
mhm.
without the misunderstanding of words. If you're going to talk to somebody and they don't understand, they didn't even hear what you said. You done said a whole sentence, a whole five sentences, and then they come back to you with, well, yeah, say now, well, you did. I'm like, you ain't even listened to nothing I said. You ready to respond without even listening to the words that I gave you. So a lot of times we have to stop people in their tracks and say, hey, man, if you're not going to digest what I'm talking about, we can come back and address this at a later date. Because I feel like if you ain't heard nothing I said, I don't feel like we're going to be able to have a conversation right now.
Right.
In the beginning, you know. So man, yeah, we have to really find our life purpose through our everyday living.
Yeah, you're right. And as much as I hate repeating myself in a relationship, like if we're having not even
Right.
an argument, but we're talking to each other. I done said my
Yeah.
whole point, and it's like, well, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta
You done
go.
poured your heart out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cause like even after
Yeah.
arguing, like you ever notice like after arguing with somebody, you know, yeah, you're right. But it's like after arguing with
Yeah.
somebody, then it's like you become tired. Like I get tired after arguing. Like it
And
drains
I've
you,
been
literally.
learning, yeah, I've been learning more and more about energy demons, bro.
Yeah.
They really have names, and I can't remember the names. I should have wrote the names down when I was listening to the podcast. But the demons have names, and we are exchanging them. Like after even during sex, you can have some sex demons. I mean, some demons that you have exchanged during sex. A lot of times, sex is supposed to be energy.
Hmm.
You're supposed to be just like, that's why you see people in the movies, they smoking cigarettes, they laughing after the sex. But if you got a sex, you just had sex, you going to sleep and you're in a coma. It's like, I think you done gave that woman a bad demon that
Yeah.
this is what I heard, y'all. This is what I heard now. I'm not the expert just of yet on that part of the energy demons and
Just
all of
a
that,
bit.
but just to think about that, it's like, damn, man, is that true? I done put that work in, fool. Yeah. Nah, did I give this person a bad vibe or did I give him a low vibration me? You know,
Yeah.
so, we can't, it's a lot of things, man, that we have to, that I ain't gonna say we because I've been doing my own research and I just want to be the best version of me during at these times because it's like, I done been at the worst, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, living in a room and house with drug addicts. I was running a trap house with drug addicts. So it's like you can't. It's like some things you just gotta outgrow,
Huh?
and you can't look back and say I missed that.
Yeah, you're right. Cause I mean, I may have never been in a rooming house, but I was married. Hey, like damn it, demon. Like, man, look, I gotta
If
go.
you felt like that about marriage, you was in the wrong marriage,
That's why I
man.
said I had to go. I had to go. Like, man, marriage cannot
Yeah,
work like
marriage is
this.
supposed to be a good thing,
Yeah. But I mean, like the
but nah,
different
that's what.
they have like the different symptoms of stress, like diarrhea, constipation, forgetfulness, frequent aches in
Oh
the
yeah.
bodies, headaches, lack of energy, sexual problems, stiff jaw and neck, tiredness. They have the
Mm.
different symptoms for this stress.
And then that's what I like. I like you said that because a lot of us need to realize that whatever's giving you that headache or whatever's giving you that body ache or whatever the case may be, it's time to sit down and reflect on what am I doing, what's going on, how do I get myself out of this mindset of not letting my mind rest.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when we don't let our mind rest, when our mind don't get rest, that means we're stressing over something, a bill or a relationship, or we're stressing over something that's not healthy for us. So therefore, if I find myself moving too fast, if I find myself in positions that I know I'm not supposed to be in, it's like, hey man, sit down on the couch, put on some jazz, sit back and drink, get you a good glass of wine or champagne or whatever you drink, and you just think about what you had to do, what you did that caused you to feel in that pain, or what's going on at that moment that's causing you to feel like, damn, like I don't know why I got this headache. What did
Right.
I eat last? What was the last thing that I read, or what was the last information that I heard that's stuck in my head? You know, it's a lot of things that we really need to start paying attention to when we have these type of issues. Why my blood pressure so high?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're letting another outside source get to you, get your blood pressure high, or you're eating the wrong foods to get your blood pressure high. So once we start to really look at our bodies, like I was speaking about a couple of weeks ago, I said we can fix a car, we can fix relationships, but we can't fix the inside of our body, even though it heals naturally. You know what I'm saying? But then that's when we put the right foods in it so it can heal even faster.
Yeah.
We'll go out, we stressed out, what we do, go out and eat a big old steak and potato dinner,
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese, and yeah, we start piling some more nonsense on top of what we already going through.
Yeah. That making
But
your body stress even more.
shit, can't
Like,
even work. Your body tired of the mother.
yeah.
Can't process that food. For
Yeah.
those who don't know, it takes 24 hours to digest one meal. So if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your body is not having time to rest. That's why
Absolutely.
when you go to sleep at 10 o'clock and you wake up at 10 o'clock the next day. It's because your body been working all night. It's trying its best to do what it got to do. If
Yeah.
you getting too much sleep, you sleeping 13 hours, 10 hours, that's too much sleep.
Yeah.
That's too much sleep. Your
One.
body is tired.
Yeah. And I mean, I never understood it until, like, I started to, and just because I was 21 didn't make me an adult, but and so I started to realize,
Right.
like, when people was, okay, go to different people's houses or dating different people, like they eat dinner like at 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm like,
Yeah.
why so early?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, okay, and then they'll bring out dessert. Started fucking around with black people. They eating dinner like at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and then they don't eat dessert. They want something sweet. Like, no. I need sweet to eat. Like, man, look.
Yeah, I like that. Daniel
Daniel fast.
fast, huh? Daniel fast for 3 days. Okay, you need to try that. Yeah.
Is that like Taba?
So here go. Huh? you said Daniel fast, young lady. You talk about wait, what? Yeah, the Daniel fast for 3 days. Is that a typo? Dessert is sweet. Oh, you talking about what you said. Oh.
Oh.
Oh man. So man, here goes some early warning signs. Well, I ain't gonna say early, but here goes some signs of stress as well. When you changing your eating habits, eating more or less, sleeping problems. You can't sleep enough or you sleeping too much. Difficulty talking and holding conversations with your loved ones, isolating yourself from others. But isolating yourself from others might be a good thing. That's might what you need so you cannot be stressed out. You start complaining more. Now,
Mhm.
I know that to be true for stressors and increase in use of alcohol, drugs, coffee, or tobacco. So a lot of us we'll take a smoke just so we can relieve stress. So we think, and then it goes back to the food that I'll be talking about. The more food that's easier to process your body, the easier your body can process is the less sleep you need. And that'll leave you less cravings for things like tobacco, alcohol, or coffee or whatever. So that's another thing we can look at too, y'all. It's so many things that we need to start researching and looking up that we can, I feel like it could get us into a better space, and more productive in our day to day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I don't like, like I say, us having PTSD and not knowing it, because we have these reoccurring thoughts about bad times. We having these reoccurring. That's a symptom of PTSD. If y'all don't know about
Mhm.
PTSD, it's not just for army or it's just not for war veterans. PTSD, like I say, the neighborhoods, the environments we grew up in can give you PTSD from all the gunshots we've heard growing up or all the cussing and fussing in our own households that we've heard growing up. That's trauma. because we can't get that out of our head. We feel like, I know some females who feel like arguing is part of a relationship. And it's like, why are we having to argue all the time?
Yeah.
How everybody argue? No, everybody you know argue. Everybody I know don't argue.
You're right.
You know? So that's some things, man. We really got to look off into where we find ourselves in these type of situations to where we can't even have conversations. We can't you've been in a relationship for 5 years and he don't even want to marry you.
Hmm.
You've been in a relationship 5 years, you're just cool with being there. That's a problem. That's some stress related issues, man. You should even want to be, paper don't mean nothing, and I can agree with that. Paper don't mean nothing, but at least y'all should be going into a direction to where both of y'all can see a greater future, to where y'all looking at the exit strategy, y'all looking at the exit plan. Say, man, how are we going to get out of working these 9-to-5 jobs? What is our exit plan to get out of these 9-to-5 rat races? Or how do we leave this type of this workplace and get into my own, creating my own? How do I do that? But if you're content and happy with your job, you have a real issue, man. That's some stressful stuff, because you have to make sure that your boss is happy instead of making sure that you're happy.
Yes,
That's
sir.
stressful every day.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm proud of my man right here, because he said, hey, I tell y'all what, y'all done said what y'all said to me for the last time. I got this catering company I'm finna start, man. Y'all can have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, man.
that was stressful.
Yeah,
All in
man.
the stuff like trying to maintain and keep this group of people happy. And like, I don't like if I feel I want this to be because of me. But it's like, you
Right.
could wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You can find out your wife cheated on you or whatever. Then you come to work and lash out and take that out on everybody else. So it's like, the upkeep of the guests and like the food or whatever. Of course, yeah, that's easy. But bro, it's almost like dangling a carrot in front of somebody, like in front of a
Yeah.
fucking donkey.
Horse. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
horse.
right.
It is, but it's like, yeah, that stuff was stressful. Like, it got to the point I wasn't even enjoying what it was I was doing every day. Yeah, I make great meals
Wow.
or whatever, but doing all this stuff for other people. Now I'm getting invited out to
Mm-hmm.
different events. You already know I'm gonna be at the Super Bowl. They have us
Yeah.
out for the weekend. This past event
Yeah.
that we did on the following weekend. I'm like, bro, like, it, I'll say it's better stress. I
Right.
mean, yeah, because like
That's the
doing
best
this stuff.
stress you can have, because
Yeah,
you know your ability. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how I look at
And
it, man.
congratulations. Congratulations. Y'all heard what dog said. He gonna be catering at the Super Bowl. Don't act like y'all didn't hear that. Y'all heard
Yeah, yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
that,
man.
that kind of stuff is
That
good because I've never working for these other people. Their opportunity wasn't never promoted, like provided for me, because I was
right,
like, if we was gonna be there, we was gonna be there on their thing, on their behalf. You wasn't gonna see the bitter
right.
chef up there. You was going, oh, okay, well, who's the chef?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this black guy, pretty much.
That's it.
I mean,
That's
you have
it.
more people stressing
Right.
over the fact that they canceled TikTok. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have more
yeah,
people stressing
man.
out the fact they canceled TikTok and started to go and commit suicide. For that, I'm like, bro, really?
It
Your
don't
marriage
make
is
sense.
going down the drain. You mad about who's gonna see me? What about my likes? Really? All right.
Right. And then a lot of people stressing about it wasn't even making no money.
Mm-mm.
It's like TikTok leaving. Y'all just mad. Y'all going along with what everybody else going along with, instead of seeing that how much money did I make off of TikTok. What was the bread count that I was bringing in on TikTok? It's
Yeah.
like you shut down these social medias, man, and you got to go back to a real reality. A lot of people would stress the fuck out because
Yeah.
they can't be who they portraying to be on this damn social media platform.
That is. They can't be who they portray. They can't be who they pretend to be. It's like, oh,
Right.
like no,
Yeah, man.
they can't.
I can't do the latest TikTok dance. Come on, man. That's the least shit you need to be stressed. Let your children have that, man.
Yeah.
Be some grown people on there with that, man. But at the same time, man, I just feel like, we keep leading by example.
Yeah,
Like right now, me and my partner got some things in the works that we're gonna, it's gonna be real big this year. And I told him, I said, bro, I can't go through 25 like I went through 24.
say that
You
again.
know. So after I heard Kendrick say sometimes you just gotta pop out and show niggas. So I've been
Yeah,
putting this stuff together in the background and I'm gonna just pop out and show niggas. So it's like, hey man, I can't be out here because that was me growing up anyway, though, man. I grew up like that. Man, you come out with the latest, cleanest shoes on. You don't tell nobody I'm finna go get these shoes. You just go get the shoes and you can come to school the next day. Oh, that boy got them. Oh, boy, that boy got them things on, boy.
yeah,
That was me growing up. Because I knew my mama gonna be taking me shopping the day before. I wouldn't even say nothing though. I'd be like, yeah, I'm
yeah,
finna go to school tomorrow.
yeah.
Clown these boys.
But but man, like people so focused on other people's likes and everything else is like I would hate to see what
Yeah.
happened if they was to get rid of Facebook and TikTok. Like for real, for real. I mean, yeah, Donald Trump got it extended for like 75 more days, but people gonna die because, hey man, go like my picture, man. Go like my picture. You like
Yeah, yeah.
they gonna fucking die.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's for real, man. They lie. But I'm saying though, man, they rely on social media, but they don't even know how to go outside and be social.
You're
What I'm
right.
talking about, but they don't even know how to make money on social media. Y'all see Kiki now. She gonna sell everything under the sun. You hear me? She got everything for sale in about 4 different companies. That's a
You did.
true hustler right there.
Yeah, and Kiki,
What?
I need some detox, Kiki. I need
You
some more
hear
time,
me?
Kiki. Yeah. Oh, she doing it. She doing it.
That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to use social media for what social media is for. If
Yeah.
everybody's on there being sociable, go ahead like me. I'm not on here selling like I used to, but I'm gonna still put a great message out here for people to grab onto and be like, shit, damn, bro, I like what you said on that. Or say, man, I'm glad what you're doing. Like my street homeboy, they gonna tell me in the background, they not social media dudes, but they might be on there every now and then. Hey, boy, yeah, man, I'm proud of you, my G. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
And some of them come on the platform and say, keep doing what you're doing. But I appreciate all of that in the background, in the forefront, whatever the case may be. I appreciate it because that means I'm doing something that they thought about doing or they've been doing in the background.
Mhm.
It's like we have to always be around people who want to elevate their mindset. Hit them streets, huh? All money on social media.
Yeah.
Kiki said she set up pop-up shops and everything. I done seen your home, girl.
Shit, I
But
remember
that's
that
what
time
it's
when
all
I was with
about,
some
though.
stuff Kiki had. Kiki was with a whole other company, but she still held what I was looking from the prior. I'm like, that's a gangster.
Yeah, hear me?
That's a gangster. That's a gangster.
That's gangster, though, man. That's what it's all about. Just staying motivated to do things, and don't let that one situation keep you stuck into a funk to where you're not trying to see yourself go to a better environment. We don't have to move out of the hood to be in a better hood. You know what I'm saying? Because you can stay in your house and create you a great environment indoors. And then when
Right.
you do go outside, hey man, you just, people really trying to see what you got to do, got what you got going on because they like, damn, where you been? And I ain't seen you in a minute. And like when I go to the hood now, you would think I was Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Tex, boy, where you been, Big Tex? Niggas hugging me like I've been like I'm a celebrity.
Yeah.
But it's like, you really have to stay away so you can get your mind straight, man. You have to be in places to where you're growing it. Because if you keep going to these same old circles who just talking about people, y'all ain't gonna never have nothing.
Right.
I was just talking to this one client of mine tonight on the phone, and I was just talking. I told him I sent the link to the podcast tonight. And I said, yeah, man, we talking about things that, when you get with your homeboys, y'all ain't talking about. He talking about, yeah, like what y'all talking? I said, we talking about mental health tonight. He like, what? I said, yeah, bro, we're talking about the things that's gonna help us, because he was talking about how he's stressing from his family, not appreciating it. I'm like, Well, I ain't say he didn't say they didn't appreciate him. He's just like the man part of the life to where we don't get acknowledged all the time for all the things that we do. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it's like, like I was telling him, bro, my children call me every birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy. But when they was growing up, every birthday, they didn't never not go without anything.
Yeah.
Even throughout their life, they didn't go without anything. You know what I'm saying? If I could help it, if I knew about it anyway, but they don't see that, but I don't complain about that. You know what I'm saying? I stay away from even thinking about trying to be acknowledged as being a daddy, or hey man, you doing this for me. You don't have to acknowledge me. I just know my part. I play my role and I keep on pushing because I'm not finna stress behind why I'm not getting a gift. That ain't none of my business. I
Right.
gift myself every day because I see them getting a new job or I see them wearing some new clothes. That's my gift. Because I know I ain't raising no bums. I ain't raising no lazy kids. You know what I'm saying?
And I may be turning. I said I may be turning over a new leaf, or at least partially. Like, like when you have a book and you like partially turn the page and then you flip it back. I may be doing it because we all know that I'm a carnivore, right? But today I had like impossible meat, like the hamburger and the meatballs. Bro, this stuff tastes like meat. I was
tastes like
shocked.
meat.
Yeah, it tastes.
Yeah,
it tastes good. I'm like, I can eat this. And I was looking at the
yeah.
Daniel
Nah.
fast. I mean, it involves eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and avoiding animal products like alcohol and caffeine. I could do all of it except for the alcohol. So I mean, yeah. We good on that part, but with the impossible meat, I think I can do it. So I'm gonna check that
You
Daniel
can
fast
do it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, man, that's a beautiful thing to even have that mindset to say I want to try it, because a lot of times we find us, man, I talk to people about all the time. I say, man, you gotta quit eating that meat so much, bro. Just, I ain't saying you gotta stop. I'm just saying eat it once a week or twice a week. Man, I gotta have that meat, boy. That's what go with the meal. It's like, huh? I say, bro, I can cook you a meal and I guarantee you will love it, my G. It won't have no meat in it. Oh, man. This one lady asked me, where you get the protein from? I said, you got beans that got protein in it. Mushroom got proteins in it. You got other foods that got proteins besides meat.
Yeah.
And what y'all eating is the meat, is the cow eating the grass. The cow
Right.
not eating another cow. Y'all
Right.
trying to get the grass up out the cow from eating the cow. How
Yeah.
you gonna get the grass out the cow? It don't make sense. I'm gonna eat what the cow eating. And the cow bigger than anything. The gorilla. I'm gonna eat what the gorilla eating because the gorilla bigger than strongest thing in them. Even the elephant. These big animals don't even eat meat, and y'all around here chasing the meat because some white man told you to eat the pig, and when you was on this plantation, when your people was on the plantation, he will leave meat alone. Shit.
The
Well, I'm
vegetarian's
telling you, you
gonna
got to
be
get him off of the meat first, Kiki. That's the problem. We're trying to get him off the meat.
Yeah.
The problem is getting him off the meat. Yeah. But I feel like we're gonna get it one day. Everything just like, hip hop, man. Nobody liked hip hop when they first started. Oh, y'all got all that noise going on. Now look at everybody. They want to be hip hop. Whites, Asians, everybody. So, we have to realize, man, we have to start a tradition somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to take the first step. Somebody has to say these words. It's like Big Sean said, I guarantee, he said, I promised myself that I would make sure that my family understood I would break the cycle. We're going to be millionaires. All of us are going to be millionaires. So you have to take them opportunities to break the cycle of becoming and say, hey, man, I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family. I was the first one to go to a college in my family, bro. And I'm my daddy only son, but I'm not even the oldest child. I got cousins older than me. My sister went to a JUCO, but I was the first one to go to she went to a trade. I don't even think she went to that. she went to some school, but she didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? I was the first one in my family to go to college, bro. And that's a trip. I got cousins older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta, on my daddy's side of the family. So we gotta think about, what do y'all want to be the first thing in y'all family, besides stressing y'all family out, besides bringing more troubles to your family. What do you want to be the first thing? You know,
Yeah.
you gonna be
They
the
could
first millionaire. What you gonna do?
they could be the first family member of their generation that never been in jail. I mean, the
See there?
cousins, the aunts, everybody
Hey,
went to jail.
hey, I can applaud that. I done
Yeah,
spent
for
enough
real.
time in that place. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And that's why I'm proud of my kids, because I had my one daughter, she went to jail, but she was, that was some humbug stuff. But she Harry got out of it, she ain't going back. I guarantee you that. She don't even like that place. She, oh Lord, that won't even get me out of here. I said, y'all leaving there 24 hours, man. She gonna be all right. I bet she won't go back in that mother, scary as she is. Sometimes you gotta let them sit down and think about it, man. Let them see what that is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then sometimes you gotta get them out of there. Cause you got some of these kids that just really don't even care. They ain't got no heart, no feelings. Their mouth is bad. And but hopefully we can change that up.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Consuela, cut it out. We gonna have vegan catering spots.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody don't mess up that food.
Oh no, the thing is, because we have like a couple of vegan items that we that we carry in there for the university. So I mean, the stuff is good, but it's
Yeah.
like, I'll make it. I know it's gonna be good. I just don't eat it. It's like, if I create a vegan dish, I'll just give it to a vegan and ask it, how does it taste? So I mean, the stuff
Right.
sell, but
Right.
it's for me and my body. Shit, we like steak.
I'm
Yes,
gonna put some
sir.
pork in this thing. I'm gonna put some pork in it.
Oh yeah, I have pork on my fork. What Steve Harvey say?
You
God ain't through with
stressing
me
me
yet.
out. You
Yeah.
stressing me out, my Mr. Pressure. You're stressing me.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. But yeah, we do need to take better looks at our life. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of these reprogramming thoughts these reprogramming your mind things that I do on a daily basis. I try my best to remember this every day, so I don't let the negative talk define me.
Mm-hmm.
And you will always get the same results hanging around the same steel people. I've always said that on this program because I was doing it. I was that guy. I was the one who was still hanging around. I was doing more of this than I was action. Now, if it was some trouble, it was some drama, I was about that action.
Yes,
But
sir.
then I turn around and say, man, I'm going to be a better person tomorrow. Bruh, if you ain't trying to be a better person today, you're definitely not going to be a better person tomorrow. So the war is in your mind and not with other people. Once we realize the war is right here and it's not with the person in front of us, Michael Jackson said it best. I keep referring to Mike because that was the best song he's ever made. I'm going to start with the man in the mirror. This is how you reprogram your mind. You have to remember that the war is inside of your mind and not with other people. But educate and train your mind to do better, to think better thoughts, to do better things and to think better thoughts. Because I know that's an everyday struggle because we have negative thoughts every day because we don't feel like everything is going to go right at all times. And
Right.
they not, because that's the yin and the yang of life. That's the balance of life that we have. But I feel like if I catch them negative thoughts before they get too bad, I feel like I'll be all right.
Mhm.
I feel like some things start to change, man. And a big one that I really love: eagles never fly in flocks. You'll never see a bunch of eagles flying around. Study that eagle, and I feel like you're gonna really see the difference in what you're really trying to have. So
Mhm.
don't let your culture hold you back. That means social media. Don't let TikTok bans be the reason for you not living your best life. Stop
Right.
accepting gossip.
Mm-hmm.
That's a main one right there. Stop accepting that gossip, man. If we talking about other people and they not in the room, let's not even talk about them. You know what I'm saying? So say whatever you think is how you live. And that's big. I really believe that. Say keep your thoughts pure. Stop doing what you've seen growing up. That's the unlearn to relearn. That's the biggest thing right there. We that's what stresses us out because we're trying to be better than our parents or we're trying to be our parents. Some of us, oh, my mom and them did this, or my mom and them did that. It's like, don't be your mom and them. Don't be your daddy. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I know people, they seen their parents in a negative light and they went the opposite direction. It's like my son, my two youngest kids. They see us, me and they mamas be used to be every day puffing and drinking and laughing, and neither one of them want to touch alcohol or smoke. But my older kids, shit, you can't tell them what when they was their age. Man, pass me that, give me that. You got a drink, and I was the one passing them the drink and passing them the joint. Because that's what kind of messed up daddy I was back then. But that's when you see yourself growing. You see yourself, damn, boy, you look at you. You doing the dumb shit that your daddy did to you. So you
Yeah.
got to break them cycles, break them traditions, man. Break them conversations. We don't have generational curses. We have generational conversations, man. Because we talk about what our grandmama talked about. We talk about what everybody, what auntie, your favorite auntie that you love. You talking about the same thing she talked about.
Yeah.
Got to realize time's changing every day, you know. But this is about stress tonight. This is about health, mental health, and wellness, y'all. We really want y'all and us included to be in the best form of growth that we could see, man. Because you're looking at two prime examples of men who said we're going to take our own life into our own hands and become whatever we feel like we should become. Because it's like my man here, he didn't want to work for his employee no more, and then I didn't want to work for nobody else again because the man told me I had to go in the field and tie wire. Man, hey man, I don't do that. I'm interior. I tear the inside of your house apart and build it together, build it back up. I can knock your whole house down and rebuild it. But I'm not finna go outside and do rebar in no 80-degree weather. So I started my own company and did what I'm supposed to do for me. I wake up every morning and I walk around these stores with these clients and I let them know, hey man, I think this would look good at this. Okay, what's your color scheme? You show me a color scheme. I'm gonna put these things together for you. I'm gonna be an interior decorator for you so you can see through a different vision. I had a client today, me and her went to the floor decor, and she was like, I showed her, she was giving me a whole bunch of the tiles that her and her man picked out. But I showed her, I said, hey, you put this with this tile and you'll see that the difference in your back. She's seen a couple of pictures on some, she was like, God, that did make a difference. I said, yeah, everybody can't, everybody, you go in here, you picking stuff. And if I would have put that on your floor, if I would have accepted what you said, you would have been like, yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you an idea, there you go. Like when you cooking, you know what I'm saying? You cooking some good food.
Oh yeah. I come to the realization that it's not stress that kills us, it's our reaction to it.
Ooh, come on. See, there you go, boy. We ain't even made it to the last minute. Boy, that with the prophesizing all.
Uh,
It is definitely the way we respond to this world, man. And then it's like I tell you, when people be in these arguments at home, it don't even be the people it's nobody's even listening to the other person. They're just ready to respond. They love that toxicity, and they just like, you ain't heard nothing I said. So why am I have this conversation with you if you're not even listening to me?
yes, sir.
You know? So we have to really start listening to the people that we say we love, or we say we want to be involved with, or we say we want to build a business with. We have to listen. Our response shouldn't even be in our heads yet, because if they haven't got done talking, that means you ain't heard nothing they said.
Yeah.
Let them finish. What them boys say, let them cook.
Yeah. I can sit there and it's like because once again, they listen to hear, not to like that's I would say 85% of the world that sit up there is like they're listening to respond. It's like
Yeah.
the conversation can go a totally different direction, but your ending statement has nothing to do with what we just finished. I acknowledge all your
Right.
problems, all your points, and that's how you want to end the conversation. Boy, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't listening to
Right.
anything. You just wanted to hit it with your
Right.
punchline. That's
And
all.
that's a stressor that I don't want to be a part of, bro.
Nah.
That's stress right there. That's so much stress, so much frustration in your head to where your blood pressure going up, and then they trying to figure out why you in the hospital. What happened? Well, bitch, you wouldn't even listen to me. So why the fuck? It's
And that's the thing because like
like, man,
even
did
in
you hear
past situations,
anything that I said?
even in past
Yeah, man.
that's when I got to that point where it's like it'll be bitch this and hold it, and it's like that's not even me. But it's like
Right, right.
taking me outside my character, but it's like, I sat up here and explained all this stuff to you, and that's what you pulled away from the conversation.
You
So out of
know.
everything I heard, the only thing you heard, or the only thing that you retained is the fact that I called you a bald head bitch. That was my retaliation to everything else. That was my punchline.
Right, right. But that's when you know you can't be in that stressful situation,
Not at all.
because that stressful situation right there gonna lead you to a jail or to a grave or whatever the case may be. To where I would never again in this life let an outside source dictate my future, man.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna be the only captain of the ship, to where I know where I'm going. I know what I want to be a part of. I know who I want to be around. I don't want to be around stressful people.
This was not the
They
Titanic.
smile. Yeah, they smile with you, but then at the same time, they gonna blow your high.
Mhm.
You like, say, man, why is you just be quiet?
Yeah,
Oh, you can't tell me to be quiet. You think I'm your child? It's like, wow, wow, you know. But that's when you know you're in the wrong environment.
Mhm.
That's when you know you in a place that's not going to help you grow.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My house was
Yeah, man.
sit there and let somebody blow it. Oh no!
Do you know
All of
how much
this,
I paid for this high?
all of this. Oh, you gotta go.
That business right there, man. That's the foolery we going through, But yeah, y'all, this was really a good because this was really good because it was relieving some stress of mine. It was relieving a whole lot of things that we've built up in the past life. You know what I'm saying? You can see it now. Once you start reflecting on the new people you hanging around, the new people that you involved with, or the new business partners you have, if they don't make you happy when you leave at the end of the day, it's like they didn't do their job, man. You're supposed to walk away from people with great energy. You're supposed to walk away from a situation or a conversation with just feeling like, damn, boy, I feel good, man. Hey, man, let's go shoot some basketball.
Absolutely.
Let's say let's go take out running. I race you to the car type of business. It's like that's how you're supposed to feel when you leave somebody. If you leave somebody and you feeling like, boy, I don't know, man. That means you in the wrong car. You in the wrong conversation, man. You in the wrong environment. You are never supposed to leave a conversation more drained than you came in. That's my God's honest truth right there.
You're
And a
right.
lot of times we don't even want to change our truths. I'm willing to say, hey, man, if my belief system was wrong, I'll believe into something else that I know is going to benefit me. I don't need a temporary fix. I need a permanent fix on moving forward with the people that I'm involved with. Because if I'm involved with people today, we cool, and tomorrow we not, and next week we fine, and it's like, bro, I'm not finna be around you, man. I'm not. I don't do roller coasters, man, unless I'm at Six Flags. That's it.
Right.
And that's because I got on that roller coaster. I'm not gonna be on an emotional roller coaster with some human who don't know where they're going, or who don't know what their triggers are and what their faults are. If I can't be the one who say, hey man, this is what happened, this is what we need to fix, and then you say, okay, I agree with that. I seen that in myself, or I've seen how, we can fix that. If we can't do that, don't come in my circle. Because my circle is about this big right here. That's all. I got about this many real ones that I deal with. Besides outside of my kids,
Oh yeah.
you know, yeah, outside. But other than that, nah, I don't deal with people because people ain't right now. They got to deal with themselves first. But yeah, brother, we did. I feel this conversation was real good. I felt the energy. I'm walking away from this one happy. I'm smiling. I'm about to go run out.
I will go running too, but it's 23 degrees
It's
outside.
cold out. It's a little snow. Hey, you got a snowsuit? Go get your snowboard, man.
Yeah, I'll do it. But we also have lakes in this subdivision.
And you do not want to fall in.
I'm not trying to fall in. Nah.
Well, say, man, give me some of that prolific stuff, man, on the way out of here tonight, man.
First off, I want to start by saying tonight was an excellent conversation, although we was down one of the horsemen, but we held it down for you, Uncle Mike. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But I want to say you don't have to control your thoughts, but you have to stop letting them control you. As well as no amount of anxiety can change your future, but no amount of regret can change your past. Because we tend to focus on the past over and over. Like,
whoa. Whoa. Say, man, I love it, brother. You always come through. So I'm going to say this right here. Don't think yourself into a bad mentality, man. It's going off of what you said because I'm listening. See that?
Yeah.
Don't think yourself, and then also have the courage to see yourself in a different, to see yourself different. Have the courage to see yourself different. Because I know I used to always, man, I'm a gangster, bro. I'm throwing up, twisting my fingers. You couldn't tell me. This was going into about 40s.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of them kind of dudes, I wouldn't wear nothing but this same color every day. I was 40-year-old gangster. You thought,
man,
you
like
would have thought I was. Yeah, man, I was one of them.
Colors.
But I had the courage to say, hey, man, I don't want to be that dude no more, man. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to see myself in that light, and I don't want my grandkids to see me in that light. So, having the courage to change, y'all, and that's all it's about, man. And please listen to your spouse. Please listen to your husband, your wife, your significant other, whatever the case may be. Listen attentively and let them finish everything that they're saying, and then respond to them. Tonight wasn't about relationships or nothing, but it was about stress. We talked a lot about stress tonight. Mental health is very important. Mental health and wellness is very important, y'all. But we talked about relationships because that is a big stressor in our neighborhoods, in our environment, man. So hey, man, y'all, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Next week, 8:30, man, we're gonna do it again. Don't know the topic yet, but we're gonna come up with something that's gonna help us get to a better space. This is about self-development. This is not about self-esteem, because that's your thing to do, but I want you to develop yourself though, man. Help yourself get to a better space, man. Y'all, we're gonna appreciate y'all. Till the next weeks, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Same here, bro. Appreciate you. Peace.
Yeah.